Good morning and welcome to Workout Wednesday. I'm going to be providing some quick little wellness and exercise tip after my morning workouts on Wednesdays, hence the lovely workout hair. So today's tip is intention is everything. Basically, when we exercise, when we move through life, it's not so much what we do, but the way we do it, the intention behind it, the why. And so a lot of times we can do one exercise a few different ways because of the intention or what we're planning to do, what our intention is behind it. Sorry, I'm also training my dog to stay still, so I'll be giving treats every so often. So the exercise that I'd like to focus on today is the bridge. So the bridge is a really versatile exercise. It can be used for a lot of different things. So one of the ways that I like to use it is to just unweight the body and help with flow and relax and release. So someone's having prolapse where there's a lot of pelvic pressure and heaviness. This can really help lift and support. Or also if somebody has pelvic pain or tightness or stiffness in the body, this can help with loosening things up. And so the intent of this exercise is to create movement and flow. So in this way we can be more of a dance or free flowing. So you can kind of be a little bit more creative in your bridge and just really kind of feel what feels comfortable. So here I'm kind of bridging up. Sit, sit, stay. I'm bridging up, I'm kind of dropping to one side or the other, or just maybe moving in with a little bit of a pelvic tilt, or maybe a roll. Whatever feels comfortable to me, it just creates that sense of flow. Okay, so the second kind of intention would be spinal mobility, which would be thinking about the bridge as we lift up into the bridge as though we're lifting a string of pearls off the floor. If our spine is a string of pearls, we're thinking about lifting that string of pearls one pearl at a time. Oftentimes in yoga, this will be taught as a way to kind of segmentally improve awareness of the spine. It's going to be a great awareness exercise and kind of a motor control exercise. So if you're thinking about lifting the pelvis up first, you're tucking the pelvis, kind of bring the pelvis into the floor, and then you bring the low back into the floor, and then the low back raises, and then the thoracic spine raises, and you're going to move up the chain slowly until you're up as high as is comfortable, and maybe opening through the chest, opening through the front body. And the intention here again is I'm kind of opening up and creating height and space and extension. And then on the way back down, you're reversing the process and slowly lowering down one vertebra at a time until you get to the bottom. And finally, the bridge is most commonly thought of or used for as a strengthening exercise. And it's a great beginning glute strengthening exercise. But again, a lot of times you can feel it differently depending on where your feet are, what your body's doing. So again, if your intent is to think of, I'm trying to strengthen my gluteus maximus right here, then that's where you want to feel it. So you want to think about, hip position, foot position, knee position. So feet are usually about hip width apart, knees over feet. And your pelvis is in a neutral position, meaning that your back isn't arched, your back isn't flat. And as you lift, you are pressing the entirety of the foot into the floor, so keeping the big toes on the floor, heels on the floor. And as you lift, as you press your feet into the floor, you're using your glutes to power you up. Okay, so you don't want to feel primarily here. You don't want to feel a lot of gripping in your hamstrings. You don't want to feel a lot of tension in your quads. You don't want to feel a lot of discomfort in your low back. You want to feel as you're pressing up, again, immediately, as soon as you start pressing up, these glutes are what is powering you up, and you're only going up as far as you need to feel those glutes working. Sit. Sit. So again, intention is everything. If you're not feeling that, play around with your foot position, your knee position, your breathing. Play around with all those different factors to see if you can get that feeling in the glutes. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know, and I'll see you next week.